When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
All right, good morning, Maddie.
Hi, how are you?
Well, thank you very much. And thank you for allowing us to give you a buzz here this morning. So what's up?
So I'm in a bit of a situation, and I need to know a few things.
Okay.
So first of all, if I have the right to be mad and who I should be mad at. I'll give you a bit of the backstory in the situation.
Okay.
So my boyfriend and I have been dating for a few months, and he's really amazing. And one of the things that I love about him the most is he can talk to anybody. He's super friendly and very charismatic.
Okay.
So last Friday, he stayed over at my apartment, and I woke up at 4 a.m. only to find him drinking wine and laughing it up with my roommate.
Ooh.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
That is.
I freaked out, and I said something snarky like, glad you guys are having a great date, and stormed back to bed.
Uh-huh.
He ended up leaving, and now my roommate is avoiding me.
Oh.
You know, I may have overreacted a little. You know, they weren't kissing or anything like that. Do I have the right to be mad? I mean, who should I be mad at? My boyfriend, my roommate? Is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? I'd love your advice or to weigh in on it.
Wow. Okay, so you've only been seeing him a few months, right?
Right.
Man.
I get that. That looks a little dicey. It's like, why are you, especially at 4 a.m., up talking to her instead of hanging out with me? I mean, I get I'm sleeping.
Can
but...
I ask
Yeah.
you, if it's just us girls here talking, can I ask what is your opinion of your roommate?
Are you asking if she's hot?
Yeah,
You're asking if your roommate's hot.
Well, does she have a reputation of dating a bunch of guys, or is she currently dating someone? I mean, is this a one-off for both your boyfriend and your roommate, or is this pretty standard for your roommate and your new boyfriend has just kind of fallen into that?
I think she's a good-looking girl, but, you know, I don't think that there's anything, you know, too strange on her end. You know, she's definitely not somebody that's promiscuous. She's been single for a couple of months, but as I said, it was just so weird. And, you know, she's not an early morning kind of gal. So it was just really weird to, you know, go to the bathroom and hear this lively conversation and my roommate and my boyfriend, you know, laughing it up together. Nice. So,
all right.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Okay.
That is bizarre. Like, it's a really odd time for that. It'd be one thing if it's in, like, the middle of the afternoon. He showed up, he's waiting for you to get there, and they're having some conversation to pass the time. It doesn't seem like it's that kind of a situation.
Yeah. All right. Well, Maddie, thank you for allowing us to chat with you about it. We do have several people already chiming in, texting in, stuff like that. So, yeah.
We have lots of opinionated friends.
Yeah. That we have.
Okay.
That we have. So, yeah, we'll try to help you out, okay?
Thank you so much.
You know, I'm sitting there thinking, you're that early in the relationship, and I would almost forgive for this. Yes, maybe it does look sketch if you write it out on paper and say, my boyfriend of 3 months was up at 4 a.m. chatting with my roommate, and now she's not talking to me. Dun, dun, dun. But, you know, you said yourself, he's super charismatic. He chats, and, you know, maybe, you know, one of the things we forgot to ask was, you know, did you go to bed first?
Well, yeah, but it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, but like,
you know,
still,
even if he got up to like get a glass of water or go to the bathroom or whatever, it's like if he noticed the roommate, just be like, "Hey, what's up?" and then go back to bed.
Right? Yeah, but I'm saying if she went to bed first and they were all kind of chatting in one room together, and she's like, "Hey, I'm headed off to bed," and they're like, "All right, I'll be there in a minute," and then
and then he stays up for
4
4 hours.
for 4 hours chatting with her. I don't know. I mean, I almost justify that, but I'm a guy, so I can kind of like.
I feel like she would have mentioned that, though, as part of the story if that were the case. It's almost like he got up at some point and ended up out there in the living room talking with roommate at 4 a.m., which is just weird.
Yeah. Red flag or not a big deal. All right, let us know. 502-795-1997, especially if you've been in this sort of situation with your roommate. Your roommate coming in on your man.
Well, and she doesn't seem to think that that's the kind of girl she is.
Right.
But,
right.
you know,
yeah, that's what I was
there's a first time for everything.
I know. There is a first time for everything. So anyways, 502-795-1997, and we'll take your calls, your comments, and texts on the way next on 99.7 DJX. All right, so group therapy, we are chatting about Maddie's situation. And Maddie's situation is one where she's got a new boyfriend, so that in and of itself is, you know, you're learning things and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden, you know, he comes over and you wake up in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's chatting up with your roommate.
It's just weird.
Like,
heck? She was just like, what's going on? She reacted like, you know, oh, I'm glad you guys are having a great little date, and then went back to bed. So both of them knew she was clearly upset about it.
Yeah.
And now the roommate's just kind of been like avoiding her, and it's been weird. Yeah. So she's just wondering, did I have a right to be upset? And then who should I be mad at?
Yeah, for sure. On Facebook, Amber said, you know, I'm confused. What was happening? Anything? Kind of sounds like you need to go back to bed and come back when you're less grumpy.
Ooh.
Is he not allowed to talk to your friend?
All right. Well, at 4 a.m., though, it's just a little weird. It's the timing of it. Again, I think it would be different if it was, you know, middle of the day.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hey, Bethany, so what is your thought on it?
Okay, so my immediate reaction is not that this is going on or that this little sit-down wine session happened because something was going on between them. Mm-hmm. I think it probably just happened pretty casually. However, I do think that after this little intimate sit-down that they had, feelings are probably forming now. Oh. Especially if the roommate is starting to avoid her, acting really sketchy. I think she definitely needs to proceed with caution. She needs to keep a close eye on it because something might be starting to go down now.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like the roommate could have been like, "Hey, listen, we didn't mean anything. There was nothing going on." Like it didn't sound like she tried to explain any of it because she clearly knew that she was upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's one of those. It just happened, but then like things went downhill from there. The heart wants what it wants, and all that stuff.
Right,
so,
right.
Who knows? But I would be careful.
All right, thank you, Bethany. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we landing on here?
The heart wants what it wants. I still go back to the original of all right. Well, just not a red flag, but maybe it's a yellow flag. Something that you should watch out for in the future. Have a conversation with the roommate and just get it out in the open. Have a conversation with the boyfriend. Hey, look, you know, it's just been bothering me, you know, when you hanging out with my roommate. Hey, next time, wake me up. I want to be a part of it, you know, and I want to be a part of the fun or whatever. And then, you know, just kind of keep a close eye on things. But this time, I think it's just a caution flag.
Yes, she didn't mention how the boyfriend has been acting like he left that night.
Right.
But the roommate's kind of been avoiding her since then. Don't know if she's had what the reaction or interaction has been like since with her boyfriend.
True.
So if it's still a little strained or weird, just maybe a follow-up conversation, just explaining your feelings, that you were a little caught off guard and just felt like you were being left out a little bit. And it felt a little weird and off to you.
All right, Maddie, good luck. Thank you for reaching out to us. That is group therapy.